everybody, it is me, RC2001 Studios here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the NECA NES Godzilla figure for you guys, and yeah. So I'm glad you guys liked my little Godzilla vs. Zilla stop motion fan film, whatever you want to call it. I'm glad you guys liked that video, and yeah. And I actually gained 1 subscriber because of that video, I think. I don't know, but because I used to have 88 subscribers, but now have 89, and yeah, so if you guys could help me reach to 90 subscribers, that I would be so thankful and grateful, and yeah, so yeah. But that's not what we're going to be talking about today, because today I'm going to be reviewing the NECA NES Godzilla figure for you guys. So yeah, now now I'm just going to tell you guys the story on how I got this figure. So I got him at Toys R Us. I also got the Bandai Creation Godzilla 2014 figure, and yeah, so that's pretty much the story. But now let's take a look at the box. Okay, so here is the box. So it kind of represents like the little game thingy, whatever. So here's the box. So it says ages 14 and up right there. I'm 13, but whatever. Shows a picture of Godzilla 1954 with some UFOs and stuff shooting his atomic breath. And it says Godzilla, monster of monsters. It says that little seal, it says official NECA seal of quality. Warning, you know, you're choking hazards. On the side it says Godzilla and then NECA. And it says Real Toys right there on the bottom. NECA again, Godzilla, and Real Toys on the bottom again. And on the back it's pretty cool. It says Godzilla, monster of monsters. It says the great movie monster action figure is an action figure and some stuff like that. Shows a picture of the figure, hinged jaw, articulated tail, which is actually like a bendy wire. And it shows a picture of the actual Godzilla in the game, in the NES game. And it says right here, so big you've never played with a toy like it. From beneath the sea comes the massive Godzilla, king of all giant monsters. Send him into battle against fierce foes and watch as he proves his strength. When the planet is in crisis, Godzilla is there. But will he save the Earth or destroy it? And yeah, it says Real Toys, Godzilla, licensing thing, whatever, Warner Brothers and all that licensing stuff, and yeah. And by the way, I think it looks pretty accurate to the, you know, I guess the Godzilla in the game. So yeah, so that's pretty much the box. It's pretty cool actually, and also, it is done in Velcro packaging, so there's that little Velcro thing, and it has this cool backdrop. Sorry about the glare. And yeah, and it has all these stuff right there. I never played the game before, and yeah, I don't know really what this is. And it says Godzilla, Power, Life, and all that stuff. Okay, so that's pretty much the box. Now we're gonna get on to the paint job on the figure. Okay, so now we're gonna be talking about paint job on the figure. So paint job, his eyes are red. I don't know if you guys could see that, but if you could, yeah, there we go. His eyes are red with this blue pupil. Teeth are this white color. On the head, there's, you know, your kind of turquoise, lightish blue color. There's some light blue colors right there. Some like black, dark bluish highlights. The whole body is like this turquoise, light bluish color, I guess. Turquoise, I don't know. And we have these little kind of like light blue little squares to make it have that pixelated effect. Wait a second. Yeah, to have that pixelated effect. Right here it's just blue on the arms, like right there and stuff. The feet also, again, that dark bluish color. Right here on the feet, it's this, you know, the light blue and the dark blue right there. The dorsal fins as well. You have your lightish blue colors on the outside of the spines, but in the inside it's like this light bluish and dark bluish color, just all over the figure. So yeah, paint job is basically, this figure's done. He's done in this kind of turquoise color, I guess, with some light bluish patterns, because, like, you know, the little squares to give it that pixelated effect. And there's also this dark bluish color, like on the tail and stuff, as you can see. So yeah, that's pretty much paint job. So his main colors are this turquoise color with some light bluish little, you know, touches, I guess. and he has some dark blue on him. So yeah, that's pretty much paint job. Now we're gonna get on to sculpt and detail. Okay, so the sculpt, I think it's pretty accurate to what the Godzilla looks like in the game. Because I mean, like, here's the box. God, let me just move on. But here's the box. As you can see that picture, I think NECA did an amazing job on the spines. A perfect job, actually. And yeah, so I think it looks pretty good. Although this is just like a repaint of the 84 figure, I still like it. I mean, it's still nicely done. I especially love the spines. And I really do like the pixelated effect NECA gave it. Like, they put these little squares to give it that, like, pixelated effect, and I really like that. So yeah, spines are really nicely done. Sculpt is nice, and yeah, now detail. Now we're gonna be taking a look at the head. So on the head, it's pretty good. Wait, let me just, there we go. The head, you have these kind of wrinkles on his snout. On the roof of the head, you have those little, spines right there. These little spines on his head. Ear, these more wrinkles. The teeth are nicely done. They're nicely sculpted and stuff. On the roof of the mouth. The tongue. The neck, you have these more scales. Yeah. On the chest, you have these scales on the body, which look really nice, and they have great texture, by the way. They just feel nice, and yeah. The side of the arm, you have these kind of lines. Yeah. On the bottom torso, you have more of these, like, scales. They're kind of more like circle shaped. I don't know. Yeah, and these lines right here. And the hands, they have some pretty nice detail, like the lines and stuff. The feet have these nice scales as well. Well, not the feet, the legs, my bad. The legs have these nice scales. The feet have these nice little scales on there. Yeah. The bottom of the feet, they don't have that much detail, but it's still nice. Bottom of the tail, there's all these little bumps and stuff. That looks pretty great. The spines, they do have some detail. They do have these little, like, bumps and stuff, like, as you can see right there on each of the spines. You can see those bumps. And yeah, that's pretty much, like, detail and stuff. The detail is actually really nice on this figure. And yeah, so that's pretty much for sculpt and detail. Now we're going to be taking a look at articulation. So before I give off my final thoughts on this figure, now let's take a look at his articulation. So the head could look up that much and look down that much. The jaw is on a hinged joint, so it could open and close. The head does have some side-to-side motion, does move side to side, and it does rotate 360. As for the neck, it does have some up and down movement, and it does rotate 360. Yeah. Okay. His chest does have some side-to-side motion and does move up and down a little. It's just that I don't want the spines to rub against each other, and yeah. The arm, this upper part of the arm could move in and out like that and can rotate 360. The elbow, it has some in and out movement as well and can rotate. It's actually pretty stiff though. 360, I'm just not going to do it. And the hands pop off pretty easily. But that's just mine. And the hands have some side-to-side motion and can rotate 360. I'm not going to do it on the other arm, but yeah. So the elbows just move 360 and they move in and out. The legs, this part of the leg rotates 360. And this part moves in and out a little bit. The feet rotate 360. And yeah. But mine are pretty stiff, so yeah. And the tail is on ball joints, so this segment rotates 360 and these segments move 360. So yeah, that's pretty much articulation. It's pretty good. You know, NECA, that's one thing you gotta know about NECA. They have pretty good points of articulation when it comes to their figures, and yeah, so that's pretty much it, all his articulation. So he basically has a bunch of 360 movement and in and out movement. So yeah, that's pretty much his articulation. Now I'm going to give my final thoughts. So overall, this is a really nice looking figure. I know he's a repaint, but he still looks very nice. Um, he actually really stands out because of his bluish color, and I like that. So overall, I think NECA did an amazing job on this figure. The spines are nicely done. I mean, just looking at the the box right here with the picture of the Godzilla in the game, it looks pretty accurate to me. So yeah, overall, this is a nice looking figure to add to your collection. The bluish color looks really nice, and yeah. So overall, I recommend you guys to pick this guy up pretty quick because NECA discontinued this figure. So yeah, go pick him up because he might be, I don't know, kind of rare in the future. He might be rare. So yeah, go pick him up, and yes, he's definitely worth every penny. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I am at 89 subscribers, so if you guys could help me reach to 90, that would be awesome. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, Godzilla fans.